Well, here it is, the S10. Pulled it out the woods, and we yanked it in the garage, and started pulling parts off it. Got a lot of hits, so had to get to work. But this truck is going to be our next project, because right back there is what I want. All that. We're going to get rid of the cab, sell whatever we can off it, and this is going to be my new truck bed trailer. Started pulling stuff out already. And then the main event, the truck bed. So, reason I'm chopping this up is I got it from a buddy. Gave up on it. The frame was cracked, and everything just started getting, this needs that, this needs that. So, the truck is now being parted out. So I figured I'll do what I always want to do, make a truck bed trailer out of it, sell whatever good parts are left on it up front, and like I said, this is going to be the next project, so stay tuned, because I think it's going to be pretty cool when I'm done with it. Got a nice little dent. We'll try to take that out. It was already rhino lined, which is neat, but I just found this. So either way, I'm gonna have to patch a panel in and recoat it anyhow. But no, I think it'll be a neat little trailer when I'm done with it. And trying to keep the ZR2 flares. I don't know what I'll do for wheels and tires. The gas tank, I think I am going to try to keep that, so that way I can fill up mowers, ATVs, and whatever small engines around the yard. That would be a whole lot better than the gas can jugs, but we'll see. But this is a little peek into what we're doing. So this is where we'll begin, and I'll pick up the camera once some more progress is made and you can see a little bit more of it. Alright, back to it. Alright, well, things got crazy and a lot of parts have been sold. So, to catch you guys up, I stripped the passenger side suspension where this is where the frame cracked. And there, it's separated from the frame. And that's for the lower control arm. And with the amount of rust and the amount of work, that's why this thing was parted out. So, both fenders, hood, cowl, everything up top is gone. I gotta finish getting this out. We got the transmission out and sold. So a lot more room under here. Torsion bar here is gone. I gotta disassemble the driver's side. And we'll come back to what I'm working on now, is the rear axle. So, someone really wanted the ZR2 axle out of it. So, he gave me what I asked for it, and I pulled it and sold it. So, I have this Trooper axle. I have a first gen Isuzu Trooper that was just laying around because it was rusty and from my other part out. And it's going to go in here because the width between the springs is pretty much almost the same. So we're going to make it work. And I'm going to cut it from these rusty U-bolts and get it out there and put new fluid in the diff, scuff and get rid of some of the rust, save it for a little while longer. Might try to hit these springs with something. Eventually I have to get under here and hit all this rust and underbody it and all that, but that's down the road. That's when this thing's a trailer and we're getting to work on it. But for now, I'm just trying to get on 2 wheels and the tongue on the front and, you know, get the rest of this scrapped. So, yep. But, back to work on this. Alright, so got the axle on the jack with a crossbeam attachment. You got it holding it in place right there. And I touched up, you can see the black on the springs and on the axle. Give it a little protection, even though this is rusty and crusty. I don't want it to get too much worse, so it's an attempt. But for now, we're just trying to get the axle back in the truck. So I'm gonna get this lift to drop down. That way I can put the leaf springs back in its perch and have the axle hanging on top of those leaf springs. So let's get to it. Let's see if that's enough. That's one side. All right, that's all right. All right, that's in there. Whew. Now let's lower the axle a bit. Well, it's in there for now. I'll fight with the locator on the axle off camera, but it's in there. So once I get that locator in the right spot on the axle, I can use the U-bolts and the existing perch and bolt it all back up together and put wheels on it. And that sucker will be on 2 wheels and ready to deal with the front half. So, alright, we're back. So, I got the axle pretty much where it needs to be. Fits really nice. I just had to grind down the locator bolt right there on the leaf spring, just a little bit all the way around, to make it fit for this axle, but that's essentially what I'm going for using the stock S10 plate. I had to go to Northern Tool and get new U-bolts. So I got the 3-inch U-bolt kit and got new hardware and all that good stuff. And we're going to try to run the stock shocks. I'm going to get new ones because obviously that one's just doesn't want to extend anymore. And yeah, I'm going to zip this side on with that bracket. I had to torch out the holes because the other U-bolt was smaller, so another 1/4 inch on each side and it fits now. So I'm going to get all that back in place, and then we're going to move to the front and deal with some of this stuff that needs to be taken off.